surprised
Yeah.
one bit.
The competitors are of that caliber, so definitely,
both
definitely
competitors
possible.
Already here as they inspect for solve 1.
In this matchup, which will determine who will go on to face either Ari or Max in the final.
And they're off, both turning incredibly fast. Chris with high TPS, Matty as well.
Yeah,
Matty
Matty's
on
seeming
the
a little
edges,
bit more
Chris
fluid.
not far behind, just getting on the edges, but it looks like Matty has the upper hand as he transitions into 3x3 stage early on. Chris still on the edges.
Yeah, I think Matty is just really, really fluid in this solve in particular.
Matty
While
with a
Chris
25 takes solve 1.
Impressive. And Chris not that far behind with 26. So I guess we already got the wish of double sub 30, huh?
That's right, that's right.
Wow, really good to see from both of them.
This is a lot closer than I had expected. So maybe the Christopher win could come out.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely the potential for it because, you know, both of these guys are just so good, right?
Scrambling up for solve 2, really anybody's game. Both competitors realizing that within 2 seconds of each other on that first solve, anyone could have had it. And I'm sure the pressure's on, but I'm sure that both of these competitors know how to deal with that.
Yeah, definitely. Also, like, because Chris, it's just unlucky, right? Like, you know, 26 shouldn't lose, but I don't think
That's
like
right.
if he gets another one, I don't think it will. So
Quick inspection starting early on. Moving on to his centers, Matty once again not too far behind, doing yellow cross edges this time.
yeah, impressive.
Interesting maneuver here. We don't see that too often. Chris on 3x3 stage, flying through the solve.
Yeah, Chris's 3x3 stage looks really, really good.
Wow.
Matty joins him.
23 from Chris.
I think Chris
Yeah,
might
And I
be
don't think
taking this
Matty's going to
one.
be able to take this.
And a DNF.
Oh,
DNF.
just missed the
Parody.
PLL parody. I think in either case, I
Wouldn't
think
have
Chris
been
is gonna
enough.
take. Yeah, Chris
Would not have been
that was
enough.
a
27.
27. An excellent solve, regardless. But yeah, not enough against a 23. Insane solving from Chris. I think he takes the new best for the day, huh?
Yeah, that's right. I think the best we saw before this was a 24, and before that was a 25.
Chat going crazy. DV's saying insane. Max is watching in. He says it's insane. Varun says it's insane. Incredible.
But the day isn't over. A 23?
All
We
we
could
need
see
is-
better. We have potential for better than a 23.
See, so that's what I mean, right? Like, so all of you all who are these 32 people, if you're tabbed out, you gotta tune back in. You're missing out on literally incredible solving, literally the top solvers in the world. Come back.
1-to-1.
We miss you.
Going into solve 3, both competitors inspecting here, both taking their time. We've seen Chris do a very fast inspection, but he's definitely looking out for something in this solve. He wants the 2-to-1 lead.
Yeah,
against Matty here
taking
in the
that deep breath
semifinals.
right before he starts. Looks like Matty is going to go ahead and do yellow cross edges again. Let's see. Chris, I think, really got carried by his incredible 3x3 stage last time. Let's see if he can get that again.
Yeah, I don't think he
Matty
got
looks like
any
he's on 3x3.
parries last time, did he?
Mm-hmm. I don't think so either. Chris still on edge pairing.
No.
And
way.
Matty's going to take this one with a 25-5.
25-5, while Chris is just going to wrap up PLL.
Chris struggling a little on 3x3 stage. Looks like he ends up, I would guess, a low 30.
Yeah, both of
That's
these
right, a
guys are
32.
incredibly fast 3x3 solvers, and you can really see that even in their 4x4 skills.
Right, because as soon as they hit like 3x3 stage, they just start flying. Like, no pauses, nothing. Don't, like, because the puzzle is simpler now. You don't need to deal with like any weird scenarios. Don't need to build your centers. You just go.
Especially if they don't get parity. And I think, again, Matty, I didn't see parity, but maybe I'm wrong.
And this scramble looks to have multiple
That looked really
blocks.
good, huh?
And here's where the pressure is on for the both of them, because Chris knows that Matty only needs one more solve to win. So Chris needs to come back with not just one solve but two. But Matty, on the other hand, knows that if he loses this solve, Chris has potential to win. Both competitors have a lot stacked against them. It's just a matter of who can deal with it better. As Matty inspects a little quicker for solve 1, Chris getting started not far behind him. Matty going with white on this solve. Chris doing the same, as he always does.
Chris going into centers. Looks like he's about to wrap that up. Matty's just started edge pairing. These guys are neck and neck.
Both competitors neck and neck in the solve that could determine who goes to the finals. Matty on the 3x3 stage, a little ahead of Chris. Chris not too far behind. Both on last layer.
Oh
Matty
my
going
god.
to the PLL. Chris
I
the
think
same.
Chris takes
The
it.
same. I think Chris
neck and
does
neck.
narrow.
29, 27.
29
Chris
to
takes all
27.
four. That makes it 2-2.
Woo!
Oh,
We got
wow.
our
All five
checkerboard
scenario
pattern,
here at
boys.
the semifinals for 4x4, determining which competitor goes to the finals. Anybody's game. We've seen both competitors take 2 solves each.
You know, I love seeing this checkerboard pattern. Anytime it goes back and forth like this, you know we have a match.
And
And
you see how it really is anyone. Chris a 26 versus a 25 in the first solve, then backing it up with a 23 to win solve 2, messing up with a 32 that loses to a 25 from Matty, and then finally winning solve 4 with a 27 to a 29.
if
It's
Matty,
going really back and forth. It is anybody's game. Now, are we going to see the checkerboard pattern continue with Matty taking it home? Or is Chris going to pull it off, moving himself onto the finals?
if Matty takes
Yeah.
it
Bit
to
of
the
a-
finals, he's gonna have a really good standing in the TPC leaderboard.
That's
Yeah,
right.
definitely.
Bit of a weird approach. Warming up with a square one of all things. Let's see if that pays off.
I noticed
Man,
that.
this is really, really hype. This is super hype. Anyone's game at this point. It's gonna come down
Let's
to parodies. It looks like the scramble also looks really good. I saw both yellow and white bar, so that's maybe something that these guys can take advantage of.
Both taking their sweet time on inspection. Chris to start. Let's see what happens as we go into Solve 5 to determine the winner of this semifinal match. Who's it going to be?
Yeah, Chris looks like he's flying. Going to 3x3 now.
On the last layer through OLL done.
Let's see, so
With a
Chris with a
27.
27. Oh, I can't see Matty's. I wonder what
We're
Matty.
having some
What did Matty
technical
get?
difficulties. We don't. With a
Oh, also
27 as well.
Matty edges it by like half a
Oh.
second.
Yes.
Wow.
By 7/10. Matty
That
wins
is
by 7/10 of a
insane.
second.
700
He's
milliseconds
doing the
separated these two
checkerboard pattern.
competitors. Matty is punching his ticket back into the finals where he will meet either Ari or Max. Wow, incredible solving coming out from both of them. Really, really back and forth. Like, you literally could not predict who was going to win up until that final second where they both showed their timer.
Well, I don't know about you.
Incredible.
I don't know about you, Manu, but I did actually predict Matty was gonna win.
All
3-2,
right,
so-
all right. Okay. Well,
Okay, Mr.
anyway, let's
Fortune Teller.
Any great solves from Chris and Matty. Predictions aside, you know, these guys really, and you can see Chris like being slightly frustrated perhaps with, you know, because it must hurt to like lose by just that small margin where it's hard to know like what you could have done to, you know, like edge it out there.
Especially when you've been solving
can't
so
blame him.
well. As he has.
Exactly, you know, because like it's like Chris's solves, like if this were an average, right, his counting solves would be 26, 27, 27. I don't think we can really blame him for that. Of course, I guess Matty's would be 25, 27, 29, which is like almost the exact same. So both of them are really, really just I don't know. I have nothing else to say. These guys are incredible.
Yeah, and I guess we'll have to ask them about that in the interview. So, without further ado, let's jump into that interview. Oh, it's going great. Couldn't go better.
I was yawning because like it suddenly came out, and then I just couldn't stop talking.
I did technically predict the Matty win 3-2, but I did say 3-2, and it was also content because the other two were obviously going to predict Chris. It was just such a close matchup. That's what I meant to say, and yeah, I'm glad you guys kind of put on a show for us, even though I'm sure both of you are trying to win as hard as you can.
Chris, I did have a question for you. So that last stop, obviously, it was determined by about 7/10 of a second. I noticed I wasn't able to pay super close attention to your solve, but did you have a pause when you transitioned from the first two centers to the yaw wedges?
Yeah, there were like two big pauses in that solve. The first one was after the first two centers, and then I actually didn't make all my cross edges.
Oh,
So
that's what happened.
after I did all the centers, I had to do 2 instead of 1. So that was where the other. I don't know if that was like a pause, but that's like where I messed up, I guess.
Oh, so you just went ahead by doing 2 Yao edges and then solving the last 2 like you would solve 1, basically.
Yeah, and that's definitely like I wasn't planning to do that. I just messed up.
Okay. Well, interesting how you eked out a 27 from there.
Yeah, I got a bit lucky with no parodies there. I didn't really get that many in the average.
Yeah, Matty, I don't know if this is the case, but your TPS definitely looks a lot more controlled than Chris's. Is that generally something you implement in your solves? Or like, do you think you have TPS quite like Chris's, or do you try to slow down a little bit?
Like, especially in first 3 edges in like the cross edges, I tend to slow down because that's kind of hard to look ahead if you're going fast.
Mm-hmm.
But then like 3-2-3 and 3x3 are easier to look ahead.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to say, because I definitely noticed that it was a lot slower or less, probably like hectic than maybe what Chris's Yao edges look like. But definitely, it shows in the results how you're able to do that. The DNF, did you just mispredict the PLL parody, basically?
No, I think I was just kind of rushing.
Oh, okay.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. Did you know that Chris solved really fast, or were you not paying attention?
I wasn't really paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you were just trying to rush it through. Sounds good. Let's see. I did ask you guys this question, but how do you guys feel about simultaneous solving in general as a competitor? Do you guys like it?
Yeah, I like simultaneous.
Nice.
I personally don't mind. Like, whatever saves time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, interesting.
Because I can always just like find a way to mitigate like any sort of seeing the other person's time or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Very logistical way of thinking about it, Chris.
Yeah. I have one last question for Matty, and you're gonna be going into the finals. So between Ari and Max, I don't think either of them are, particularly like. If I was going up against one of those two, I wouldn't be particularly excited. It is going to be a tough matchup, but who are you looking forward to seeing if you had to root for one of them?
Well, Max, his results highly depends on like how much he warms up. Like when he gets in the flow state, he's very capable of getting like low 20s. But then when he's not and he's not really warmed up, he gets like high 20s and 30s.
Okay.
But I think Ari is more consistent, so I would say Max. And also because we're just friends, so it'd be kind of cool.
Okay.
Nice.
Cool.
All right.
Well, I hope you're going to be staying tuned and watching that, because that's going to be another really exciting matchup.
All right. Yeah, Chris, you're pretty much done for the day. Do you have any plugs? You have a YouTube channel, right? Or like an Instagram?
I have a YouTube channel, it's just my name. I haven't posted in a while, but maybe I'll get around to doing that sometime.
Maybe. Who knows?
And then I do also have a cubing Instagram. It's just cen.cubing, which I also haven't posted on in a little bit, but I'm going to get to that.
You're also on Twitch, right? Have you used that?
No, I'm not on Twitch.
Oh, you're not?
Well, I have an account, but
Yeah.
I'm not really looking to stream too much right now.
Okay, cool.
That's fair. Right. And as usual, check out the Cubing Jedi. Very easy to remember.
Yes.
All right, cool. Chris, thank you for coming on. Congratulations on making it this far and giving us a crazy match. Matty, we'll see you in the finals against Ari or Max.
Yes. Bye.
All right,
All right, good luck, Matty. Thanks, guys.